Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Asad Yaqub here. Well, guys, get ready. You are going to be with me the next 10 minutes. And after that, you can decide whatever you want to do with your life, because your life is yours. And if you are married and you are male, your wife is yours. Okay? No, your wife is not yours. You belong to your wife, actually. So, this is not my experience, this is my observation. First of all, I want you all to mark your attendance, okay? Just type the name of your city and country. I want to see you guys, that where you are from and all that, okay? I know I've got a large number of students in Bangladesh. Assalamu alaikum to all my Bangladeshi students, and I'm planning to visit Bangladesh soon. Today I was reading in the paper that now Pakistanis can get e-visa to Bangladesh. So very soon you will find me among you, okay? And if you're from India, namaste, hello, Asad Yaqub welcomes you to this video. And otherwise, if you're from Nepal, Sri Lanka, hello. And if you're from Africa, hello Africa. Anybody from Africa, please mark your attendance, as this video is going to be a life changer for you. Well, guys, we all have wishes, right? People wish for moon. Children wish for star. People wish for luxuries in life. Wishes are just like fishes, okay? Just joking. Wishes are always there, but some people have strong determination to make their wishes come true. I can wish for a Mercedes. I can wish for MG. I have MG, by the way, okay? I can wish for anything, right? I can wish for private jet. I can wish for a house on the beach or anything. Now, if you only have wishes and no determination, no plan to convert your wishes to reality, right? So then these wishes will not give you any benefit, and you will waste your life and all that stuff. Now let me tell you, opportunity is knocking on your door or at your door, whatever, right? Opportunity is knocking on your door. Now it depends on you that you open the door and embrace this opportunity. This opportunity is in the form of IELTS, foreign studies, immigration, PR, and all that. Opportunity is knocking your door. Now, when the opportunity is there, they say success is when opportunity meets preparation. What is success? When opportunity meets preparation. Now, opportunity is knocking at your door, right? IELTS, foreign studies, foreign visa, life in a foreign country, in developed country. And preparation is the most important part. You know, luck never favors people who are not prepared, all right? This preparation means IELTS. Let me tell you, sometimes students complain, they say, sir, IELTS is very difficult. I say, yes, if the amount of effort is more or much, there is too much effort, it means the reward is gonna be bigger. So bigger effort leads to bigger reward. You know, in English they say, the view from the top of the mountain is always spectacular. If you are at the bottom of the mountain, you see like this. But when you are at the top of the mountain, you see like this, and you can have broader horizon right in front of you, and the view is literally spectacular. So, bigger effort leads to greater results. If today IELTS is difficult for you, it means there is something big waiting for you. Difficulties lead to luxuries. Remember that. Difficulties lead to luxuries. For example, my grandfather had a very difficult life. He used to have a buffalo, and he used to have some weaving business and all that. So difficulties were there. My father grew up among these difficulties and all that. My father used to tell me, he passed away a few years ago. My father used to tell me, Whenever there used to be the rain, people used to enjoy the rain, and we used to fix our ceiling because they had leakage in their ceiling, and in the rain they used to fix their ceiling so that water does not seep through the ceiling and spoil their clothes and other stuff like that. So what is that? Difficulties. Now those difficulties led my father to luxuries. My father decided to give comfort to his parents. For that, he migrated to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He started his job there. He earned money. And the first house he made, he did not make that house for us. He made house for my grandparents. He gave them a permanent dwelling. He gave them, permanent dwelling to live and concrete house to live in instead of the leaking mud house. So, difficulties lead to luxuries. If IELTS is difficult today and you go through it successfully, difficulties trial and test the people. Difficulties test us. Difficulties come upon us to see whether we stand strong or we escape. Those who escape, they never succeed. Those who stand strong in the face of difficulty, future belongs to them. They belong to future, and every success is theirs actually, okay? So don't worry if IELTS is difficult. You guys are lucky that you are living in the information age. Everything is literally possible. You have computers, internet, mobile phones and all that. You can, if today somebody says, I don't know how to prepare for IELTS, I feel like punching on my hand. Okay, yeah, you know what I mean, nose actually, yeah. IELTS is no more difficult. There are several resources. It's just that you need to be after. Remember, when you are after any aspect of your life, there will be improvement in that. Once upon a time, I was after my weight. I wanted to have a smart appearance. I was literally after my weight, and believe me, within a couple of months, I lost 15 to 20 kgs, but now I gained again because whatever I lose, this has been my habit since my childhood. I always get it back. Okay? So, if you are after IELTS, right, we use this idiomatic expression, head over heels in love. You say, oh, sweetie, I am head over heels in love with you. Right? So IELTS is gonna be your sweetie, and you need head over heels in effort to get your desired band in IELTS. So once IELTS is your target, you are determined, there is motivation. What is motivation? Motivation is your present life. Motivation is difficulties of your life. Motivation is miseries of your life that you are living in a miserable condition now. Although it's not that miserable, I'm not exaggerating, I don't want to exaggerate, but when you compare where you are now with Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, right, or America, your destination country, when you compare, it's, believe me, miserable. When I went to a foreign country first time, before that I had never been uncomfortable with my surroundings. But when I visited my first country, then I visited second country, third country, then I realized, wow, life on the other side of the fence is really beautiful and all that, okay? So I don't mean to say that where you are now, you should not love. That is your homeland. You should love your homeland, your people, but there are some demands of your homeland. Your homeland is demanding. Your family is demanding that you should go, right, and you should do something different, right? One of my students, he went to Australia. Every month, he used to send 500 Australian dollars to his mother, and his mother was very, very happy. I'm telling you because I learned this thing last year, and he must be doing it now as well. So, money is still powerful. People who say money is nothing, we should not love the money and all that, it's not possible. You cannot even have a cup of tea. One day you go out in Dhaka, in New Delhi, in Lahore, and you ask somebody to give you a cup of tea for free, they may take pity on you, and then you demand second cup and they will say, go away. They will kick you out from there. Money is important, right? So it is your life. Let me tell you, all of us are going to have life. It depends. Some people mold their life, some people control their life, and some people give up on their life. They just leave it, okay, no problem. As the wind blows, some people go with the wind. You may see whenever there is a storm, there are plastic bags. We call them shopping bags. Shopping bags are flying here and there. Dry leaves are flying here and there, aimlessly, purposelessly. So, if your life is like this, aimless, purposeless, and you are flying here and there, right? So, then you will not achieve anything. And when the same winds blow, the people who are intelligent, they set their sail. If they have a sailing boat, they set their sail, and the winds that come to destroy them, they actually use the same winds to soar high in the sky, and they make progress. Okay, so decision is yours. This is your attitude. This is very, very important. Once upon a time, there was a donkey. A donkey fell into the river, into the well, and the donkey was old. Farmer assessed the whole situation, and then the farmer decided that this donkey is old and I don't need that donkey, right? So he decided to haul dirt on the donkey and bury the donkey in the well so that the donkey could escape the misery he was having. So he started hauling dirt and mud on the donkey into the well, and first the donkey was panic stricken. He was totally terrified. He saw death. But then the donkey decided, no, I will give it a chance. I will give it last try. Every time the farmer and his friends, they hauled dirt on the donkey, he moved the dirt from the back and stepped on it. Then again they hauled more dirt, more mud, and he just removed the mud from the back and he stepped on it. And gradually, step after step after step, and no matter, the blows were very hard. The mud that fell on the back of the donkey, it was very hard, sometimes painful, but he removed it and stepped on it. So sometimes, and afterwards what happened? When the mud level reached the top, the donkey came out triumphantly. So sometimes what comes to destroy us has the opportunity to make us, to create us. Sometimes in order to come out of the darkness, you need something that is like a blow, and then you face it and you change your life, and that change is for good. So once again, I'm not a motivational speaker at all. I don't know how motivational speakers motivate people and all that. These words are coming from my heart, and that's why they are touching your heart. So guys, this is a heart-to-heart talk that I'm having with you. Do something in life that when you look back, you smile and you say thumbs up to yourself. And don't do anything in life that in future you feel ashamed of, right? And then you say, oh my God, was that me? Why did I do that? So then you will repent. And if you do something great, you will feel proud of it. So this feeling of proud, this pride is actually, this feeling of pride, or this pride is gonna take you somewhere in life, and then you will be peaceful in your life and enjoy. Thank you so much, guys. I wish you best of luck wholeheartedly, and whatever I said that came from my heart. I have no script, nothing else. When I started the video, I didn't know what would I say, but I knew that I'm going to trigger that spark which is inside you to go to a foreign country, to actually fulfill your unfulfilled dreams, to do the firsts of your life in a foreign country. First time this, first time that, first time cruise dinner, first time this thing, first time that, and all that. So there are going to be many firsts of your life once you get out of your country, and things are going to be fantastic. All the best. I also teach IELTS online all over the world, and in campus in Lahore, Pakistan. We offer IELTS test booking service in Pakistan. We have 2 wonderful books on IELTS speaking and IELTS writing. And we have study plans, single module retake. If you are interested in any of these services, Our WhatsApp numbers are given. You can contact us on them. Thank you so much. All the best. Enjoy your life. Live your life every second, because this is your life and you are the master of your destiny. You are the writer of your life story. Thank you so much. Take care. Good luck. Allah Hafiz.